The Central, on paper the strongest of the 6 regions, is up next. New dad Dick Allen has the top spot, but a legend and a major are in his rearview mirror. The fate of the loaded Central will be determined next. So the Central is stacked top to bottom as we'll take a look at our updated bracket, and there are the 3 competitors in the Central region, which you will see next. Our next show next Sunday will begin with the Midwest Region Championship featuring Jurek O'Neill and Malat. Mika Koivuniemi, the headliner in the Central region. The TOC, a 10-pin shy of a perfect game. He would go on, though, to win the $250,000 winner's check. And another major for Major Mika. At the U.S. Open, needing this single pin spare for the win, he whiffs, drops, head in hands. Norm Duke wins the U.S. Open. Mika Koivuniemi bouncing back this week with another strong showing. And here he is alive in the Central region. Time now for the intro of our 3 Central regional finalists.
A 2-time champion on the Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour with 9 PBA regional wins, THB, Dick Allen. A 9-time PBA Tour champion, including 3 majors representing Finland, Major Mika Koivuniemi. The all-time PBA Tour titleist with 47, current PBA Player of the Year, Deadeye, Walter Ray Williams Jr.
First time we have seen Walter Ray on television all season. He is just as surprised about that stat as we are. He mentioned to you, Randy, all the ailments he's had to overcome, hernia surgery, arthritis, a new bowling ball company, which took longer for him to adjust than he thought. And here he is, starting off the Central region with the strike.
I think the amazing stats, Rod, is he was first in earnings last season, first in average, and first in points. This season, 33rd in earnings. He's not in the top 50 in average, and 45th in points.
It's been a quick fall for him this year. Here is Dick Allen. And Dick starts with the strike. Now, Dick, you know him better as Richie.
I was going to ask you, did he legally change his name, Rob?
Well, not on his jersey. So that is the old Richie Allen, but the new Dick Allen. We'll tell you in a second why he's no longer Richie.
On the block.
And there is the man who will soon be crowned Player of the Year, Mika Koivuniemi. What a campaign he has had. This is his 5th televised appearance of the season. Strike, strike, strike. Great start to the Central Regional Final. It's Walter Ray, and here's what's in his bag today, Randy.
It's going with a bunch of numbers today. The 715T. Right in between the hookingest ball in his arsenal and the straighter of the 3.
Back-to-back opening jacks for the living legends.
Walter Ray looking to play that same shot Steve Jarris had success with in our opening matchup.
March 3rd, Richie Allen became Dick Allen because he became a father. Piper Bailey Allen, her initials, by the way, PBA, brought into the world, his first child. Another strike for Allen, and Richie, one of the more charismatic, loose, affable, fun guys on the tour. You always get a great conversation when you're talking to him. And he said, you know what, I'm a dad now. I need to have a dad name, and Richie is not a dad name, hence why he changed it to Dick. All right then, which seems perfectly logical for him.
In Richie's world, it is.
It made a ton of sense. Here's Mika Koivuniemi in the second. 6 shots, 6 strikes.
Walter Ray, the only player of the 3, trying to go straight. The other 2 are in, hooking it.
Triple for Walter Ray. He has now made at least 1 TV appearance per season for 26 consecutive seasons, dating all the way back to 1985. For Dick Allen, this is just his 7th career TV appearance as we take a look at his arsenal, going with the Mission 250K, a ball made famous by Mika Koivuniemi.
Oh, Will.
And Rob, another interesting
Good news,
note
on right
on
lane
Dick
right there.
Allen. He's got his hobbies listed as golf, Xbox 360, and chess.
That's how diverse that young man is.
That is some diversity. Sick.
I'd like to see how quickly he can change a diaper. Says he cannot wait to get back home to South Carolina and see Mama and baby Piper. Here's Mika looking for 3 in a row. First non-strike of the Central Regional Final.
The ball never got far enough right down lane. Mika playing in between the 3rd and 4th board. You see it just checked there right before it got to the 1-3 pocket and checks up for a 4-pin. Now, Walter Ray, perfect through 3. First time on television this season. Really?
Only 1 top 10 finish this season. He finished 6th at the Geico Shark. See the wrist support he has. Also some arthritic fingers. Doesn't faze that guy. Not today, at least.
Rob, he really went through a major grip change to try to help the pain issue in his hand.
Mika cleans that one up. Arthritis in the top part of the knuckles on just about every finger of his hand.
Pitched the thumb forward. And what that does is it keeps you from having to squeeze the bowling ball to hold on to it. He says, man, it feels great in my hand now. I've only got about 10% of the pain that I normally have, so that part is working out nicely, but it just kind of took me a while to get used to it, and obviously affected his release a bit.
Allen with a ham bone. The new dad bowling with a purpose this week. He was probably the most dominant bowler out here through the course of the Dick Weber PBA playoffs. Take a look at the arsenal that Mika Koivuniemi has at his disposal today. Coming in off a spare here to close out the 4th. Leaves the 10-pin, and that 10-pin has been about the one thing that has stood in Mika Koivuniemi's way this season. 10-pin shy of a 300 game. 10-pin shy of a U.S. Open title. Walter Ray looking for an opening 5-bagger. Drops the nickel.
Walter Ray recently worked with Mike Jasnow in Reno back when we were at the Masters a month or so ago, and they just worked on trying to get his swing a little freer, and a couple of weeks of practice and working on it obviously has paid off this week for Walter Ray.
Yeah. You think he remembers?
Yeah, well, it's
a single pin 10 spare. Yeah, a little high five from Walter Ray. I didn't want to bring it up. I don't want to tell the big Finn, hey, oh, by the way, you remember that one you missed?
Yeah, I don't think there was anybody whose heart didn't go out to Mika when he just barely missed that 10-pin to lose the United States Open. You know, he's such a great guy and obviously a great talent. It was hard not to feel for him at that moment.
Painful to watch, it was. Gave Norm Duke the U.S. Open title. Dick Allen didn't like it off his hand. He'll take the result. 5 in a row for the new dad. Looking lean, Dick. Looking lean.
Style personified. That guy right there, huh?
Like the Kings right there.
Watch this. The 5-pin's actually going to lay down to the left.
I challenge you not to like that man.
Yeah.
I challenge you.
I think he had a great comment about him the other day. It's like, have we ever seen him in a foul move?
Mika back on the strike train. Well, we told you the Central was deep with talent. The scores back it up. Walter Ray Williams Jr., the living legend in pursuit of his 48th title, is perfect through 5. Ditto for Dick Allen. A tight one through 5, the conclusion when we return to Indy. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, welcoming you back to the Go RVing Dick Weber playoffs in Indianapolis. Dick Allen, Walter Ray Williams Jr. tie. They are perfect through 5. Mika Koivuniemi down 32. There's a look at Mika's wife, and there is Mika. Back to action. Walter Ray in the 6th. It's the 7-10.
Really. 5 high flush shots in a row, and then I get one just barely out of flush. Thanks.
He is teed off.
Yeah, well, this is like trying to hustle to get to the airport to make your flight. You know that you get there in time, and then you watch the plane pull away from the gate. You were this close to making it. Walter Ray was that close to striking.
Walter Ray takes care of the 10. And now Dick Allen. It's still difficult for me to not call him Richie. I'm going to be honest with you. Here is Dick looking for a perfect 6. And finding it. Little 6-pack.
Yeah, talking about Walter Ray's grip change, Richie Allen's done a little bit of adjustments with his thumb. He's actually putting the tape in front now. He used to put the tape in the back part of the thumb. Remember, he's always had an issue with clearing the thumb hole. We are used to watching him loft the ball a lot more. See all the tape, the rosin on the thumb there. But he started putting the tape in front. He says, cleaned up my release, trying to keep my elbow locked. It's made all the difference in the world this week.
Wobbling 7 won't fall from Mika. Little stink eye from the big fin.
Yeah, this is just a horrible break, and we saw Walter Ray get a terrible break in the 6th with the pocket 7-10. The same for Mika Koivuniemi in the 6th.
Walter Ray coming back up now after that open frame in the 6th where he left the 7-10. Leaves the 10th. After that great start, things starting to slip away from the 51-year-old.
Well, he's still in good shape. He can cover that and strike out for 256. But Richie Allen has not missed yet. That's the problem. That's where the issue lies. Mika has bowled a great game to only be at 208. Richie Allen's already at 240. Walter Ray, 226.
First spare for Walter Ray. And up next, Dick Allen. Again, he and his wife giving birth to Piper Bailey Allen March 3rd. And Dick telling us, I did not have a negative thought all week. Been trying to get home all week. Keep striking. Looking for 7 and gets it. Perfection for Allen thus far. Mika Koivuniemi has been borderline perfect this season. Here is Mika on the season.
This season, I haven't had any downs. I've been bowling good every week. And to repeat that, hopefully I do it, but you never know. It's tough competition out there, and have a season like mine, it's unbelievable. I enjoy it every minute.
Unbelievable season. He made the TV show on all 4 majors, winning the TOC, finishing 2nd at the US Open, 3rd at the Masters, 6th at the PBA World Championship. But he is down right now to a lights-out Dick Allen. Walter Ray in the 8th. And back on the strike train.
Yeah, you know, quite honestly, Walter Ray could have the front 8 right now. Pocket 7-10 and a ring in 10. Otherwise, he's perfect. Now, Richie Allen perfect through 7, looking for an 8-bagger.
Got it!
Well, we've seen big scores all day long. Richie Allen now front 8. That puts him in the 260s. Walter Ray can still strike out for 256, but unless Richie Allen opens, it won't be enough. Mika Koivuniemi, his tournament run will come to an end today.
Right of target, but he's a nasty split. 210.
Yep, got it wide, never recovered. 210 split. He's done. Walter Ray Williams Jr., to have any chance, he has to strike out. And for all intents and purposes, Walter Ray's day is done. Richie Allen now looking for a $10,000 bonus for shooting 300.
On television, only been done 20 times. Mika with the whiff. And the two big studs in this group look like their days are done, and instead it's going to be that guy, Dick Allen, on the verge of winning the Central region and moving on. And maybe a little extra pocket change for Baby Piper here. Big bonus if he's able to get 4 more strikes. That's 9.
Is that bringing enough for you?
So it is all over but the shouting. But there may be some more shouting in store. Koivuniemi in the 9th. Strike number 4. He opened up with a double. And then things started sliding down the hill for him. There's Walter Ray, who looks so strong. Opening 5-bagger, and then open frame, spare, strike, open frame. We'll see more of Walter Ray on the senior tour. He told us, yeah, he's going to do that this offseason. He's also going to spend some time at home looking at some business opportunities, maybe getting into the bowling center business in Florida. But now all eyes focus on one of those guys that just puts a smile on your face immediately. Dick, don't call him Richie Allen. Perfect through 9. Looking for the Bo Derek. Perfect 10.
Boy, you've waited a while to get that in. And Dick Allen just steps up and pures it. And I'm like you, I'm having a hard time calling him Dick. His name is Richie, and it's always been Richie. Right now, Richie looking to get richer. A little $10,000 bonus for a perfect 300 game on television.
Double for Walter Ray in the 10th. You just sense that, I mean, he still has this great loose personality, but it's been fine-tuned and tweaked just a little bit more with the birth of his daughter. And you get the sense he has more of a purpose. You're not just out bowling. You're bowling for a reason. You're bowling for a living. You're bowling for your family for 11 in a row. Come on, 10-pin!
What a great shot. Bring it 10.
Great rolling from the new dad, Dick Allen. He takes care of what will be the last 2 PBA players of the year, and Walter Ray Williams Jr., Mika Koivuniemi, and Dick Allen. Perfect through 9. Gets the first in the 10th. 9 on his second shot, and he moves on. Allen joins Jarris. Weiss almost joined history with the 300 game. But he lives to bowl again. Randy and I will be back to wrap it up after this. The Go RVing Dick Weber PBA playoffs are brought to you by Lumber Liquidators. Go to lumberliquidators.com for a list of our new store openings. By the USBC and its 2 million members. To find out more about USBC, log on to bowl.com today. By the makers of One A Day Men's 50+ Advantage, the multivitamin with more of what matters. And by Touch of Gray. Gets rid of some gray, never all. So Dick Allen puts ink to paper, and he moves on as your Central Region champion to join Randy Weiss from the South and Steve Jarris from the East. 3 spots booked, 3 more to go. Time now for our Geico Championship recap. Randall.
First up, Steve Jarris, match number 1, gets up in the 10th frame, gets the first hit, but leaves the door open for Tom Smallwood. Smallwood needs that strike there to tie. He gets 9 and loses by 1. Smallwood out, Jarris in. Then in the South Region, Tommy Jones steps up, 10th frame, gets 9, opens the door for Randy Weiss. Weiss needs all 3 in the 10th to win by 1. Gets it done. Tommy Jones out. Randy Weiss advances. Then, in the Central Region, it was all about Dick Allen. How about not 8, not 9, but 10 in a row, looking for 300 instead. A nasty ringing 10. 289 for Dick Allen. He moves on.
3 upsets, if you will, as we take a look at our brackets. Many of the favorites falling off. Dick Allen moves on. Up next, the Midwest region. You can see that one next Sunday, 1 Eastern on ESPN. You can also see the Southwest region championship game and the West Northwest region featuring former Player of the Year, Chris Barnes. So we are back in action next Sunday, 1 Eastern on ESPN. For Randy Peterson and our entire crew, I'm Rob Stone. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.